This joint actually comes by request from one of my top level patrons, David Lee. D. Lee wants to know, is dating out selling out? Like, he hears me say a lot of the times that black men should date black women, black men should marry black women, black men should have children with black women, black men should do whatever they're going to do with black women. And he says he never got a reason why I say that. And so what I've done is dedicated this live show to that particular question. So let's get the people just a couple of more minutes to get in, man. Matter of fact, we about to ride in right now. So, Mr. Johnson, I appreciate the super chat. Homie says serious Saturdays. No doubt, homie. Love the energy. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Mr. Johnson is in the building, man. Homie left a great content, man, today. A great comment today, man, which is it was top notch, man. Thorough. So, is dating out selling out? I know there's a big discussion going on, especially in this particular community, the YouTube, the black manosphere, the black sector of YouTube, I guess that's what you want to call it, which it pains me to hear us always have to label some shit black. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't black. You know what I'm saying? I ain't black. So when we talk about it, it seems to me that black men are following suit with the things that black women do. See, black women are perfectly okay with swirling. They think swirling is a positive thing for them. They brag about it, they talk about it, and hey, to them, it's a come up. To them, swirling is a better choice than a black man. But that's fine. We cannot respond to our women from an emotional perspective. We cannot allow what they do to put us in the emotional space and we respond from that space. You see what I'm saying? We have to still be men no matter what they do. Because let me tell you something. God does not expect them to do anything but be women. He expects their nature to be what it is. He created them. He knows their nature. So when they go swirl, it has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can't allow them to pull us into a different headspace because we want to get back at them, or we want to, show them that we can do it too, or we want to, let them know that we have options as well. Of course, we have options. We can have options. But how do we then turn around and call ourselves black men when we are willing to spread ourselves throughout any race that will accept us? You see, let me tell you something about the whole concept of dating out. It reeks of a man who has decided that he can no longer lead his troops. Because contrary to what you might believe, black women are our troops. Anytime we fought for anything in our lives, who's been right there fighting with us? See, if you know your history, if you know his story about you in this country, you know that every single time anything is taking place, there's only been one group of people standing right there beside us, fighting with us, and it's always been black women. Always. You say what you want to say about them as far as relationships go. I ain't had no problem with them because I ain't been no beta male with them. You understand? I ain't had no problem being oppressed in a relationship situation. So I don't see it from that perspective. But I do know that anytime black men have stood up and decided that they're going to fight for something, black women were right there. So they're our troops. So we have a lot of talk about leaving our troops behind. And anybody who's been in the military, I know bulls can appreciate this. Any of you men who've been in the military can appreciate that analogy. You cannot leave your troops behind. No soldier left behind. And contrary to what you might feel because of your relationship experiences, black women are our troops. See, if nobody's going to fight for us but us, fine. But if anybody on this planet is going to join a fight with black men against our enemy, guess who it's going to be? The very women that we are leading down the path of destruction. See, let me tell you something. Competing with black women swirling is foolish. Because truth be told, there are more black men in interracial relationships than there are black women. I've checked several statistical. Listen, and now you know I'm not real big on the empirical data. I'm not real big on empirical evidence. I'm not into that. I believe in spirits and mojos and energies. That's what I go with. You know what I'm saying? I go with the spirit of something, the energy of something, the mojo. I go with the Most High gives me. But for this particular thing, I needed to go and get some data. So the data says one thing: black men date out more than black women, which is a travesty. Because see, let me tell you something. You can look at black women about how they dress and how they wear their hair and the hair extensions and the weaves and the wigs and all of these things that they wear and lightening their skin and all of this shit. Let me tell you something. There are two things that are taking place here. See, first you have to understand that every group of women from every other race are culturally intact, and they're raised to embrace their specific form of beauty. Asian women are raised to respect and appreciate their specific form of beauty, their docile nature, their slanted eyes. They are taught to accentuate their beauty. Hispanic women are taught to embrace their beauty as Hispanic women. They love the texture of their hair. They love it. They love the way it curls but doesn't dry up like black hair. It just stays curly and wet looking. Hence the term wetback, which is the derogatory term that was given to them by the same people who gave us the term nigger. So when you think about these things, you have to understand, man, that as our women and children go, so goes our identity with our leadership capacity. We don't have any. So it's easy for us to look at our troops and say, you know what, we're going to go over here and get somebody else's troops who aren't going to fight for us, but we're going to go and let them enjoy. And the main thing about it is this, man, as a black man, as a black king, as a king of Israel, I will not give another race of woman the satisfaction of saying she has conquered the Mandingo, homie. I just ain't gonna do it. Now I know that's a jump off a cliff right there, because most men don't think along those terms. Most brothers don't think along those terms. I will not give a white woman. I will not give some foreign woman. I will not give an Asian woman the thrill of rocking with the Mandingo. You can, if that's what you want to do, but I'm not going to do it. And that's the real shit right there. You see, before you're anything, you're a so-called black man. Before you're anything else, you can be rich, you can be poor, you can be lean, you can be ripped, you can be fat, you can be tall, you can be short, you can be professional, you can be a street thug, you can be a hustler, you can be lazy, you can be a Madden player, you can be a NBA 2K player, you can be an NBA player, you can be anything on this planet, but before you're any of that, you are a so-called black man. And there is a specific woman that God made for you. Now, for so many men, man, let me tell you something, brothers. I see so many men in comments, not just my comments, on other creators' comments, saying, let's just forget all about these black wenches. Let's just forget all about them. They're no good. They're this, they're that. Okay, well, let me tell you something. How do you live in a system, exist in a system that has done everything in its power to oppress your ability to rise? Man, it's done a damn good job of keeping you down. How do you look at your woman and say, well, it's their fault that they're down? No. You've been brainwashed and bamboozled into a bunch of shit too. So to look at black women and say, well, they're this and they're that. What other women you think, man, gon' really, I'm talking about deep down to the soul, identify with you the way the black woman does? You see, the bottom line is this, man. When you think about all the things that we as a race, a nation of people have been exposed to in this society. Our women are weaker than us. So imagine how the things that they've been exposed to affected them. Imagine them seeing us be affected the way we're affected in this particular society, man. Tell me, at what point do we as black men say, okay, maybe our women need us. Maybe they need us. Oh, and I know somebody's gonna get started. Well, they don't act like they need us. All they do is say bad things about us. They talk about how we ain't nothing. So what? You gonna let the words of your women dictate your actions? You gonna let the desires of your women dictate your actions? You gonna let the outlooks of your women dictate your action? No wonder you're in the position you in this society. You letting your woman lead you. You see, leadership does not have to be done from the perspective of an army general. Leadership can strictly be done by influencing you to do whatever they want you to do, or influencing you to behave some way opposite of the way you should be behaving. So who cares what they say? We know they're confused. We know they're lost. We know they're hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This system has done a damn good job of doing that to us as well. I see a dude say, I see nothing wrong with black men exercising the option. I see nothing wrong with black women exercising the option. But we're not talking about what you see. We're talking about the Most High. So what you see as a man is totally irrelevant here, if you want to be truthful about it. See, that mindset is the very mindset that has us as black men in the position we're in right now. You ain't got no options. What do you mean exercise your options? You ain't got no options. You're an option for other folks. If they want to use you, they will. If they don't, they won't. As a black man, you're not the top choice of any other race of women. So to say that you've got options, how in the hell you got options when you're the last choice of every other race of women? And when I say last choice, I'm not comparing you to every man in the world. I'm saying Asian women prefer Asian men over your black ass. White women prefer white men over your black ass. Hispanic women prefer Hispanic men over your black ass. So how are you feeling like you got options? Man, you ain't got no options. You got to step and fetch and show and prove for other races of women, man. You got to prove to them that you're on the level. That's why you'll see a black man will not get with a white woman until he attains some level of success, because a white woman ain't gonna have him. A black man will not get with an Asian woman until he attains some level of success, because an Asian woman ain't gonna have him until he does. So why in the hell would I, as a black man, deal with a woman who ain't gonna give me the time of day until I prove to her that I could be on the level of her man? Oh, and she ain't gonna help your ass grind up. If you ever been, man, let me tell you something. It's rare that a black man can say he grinded up from the ground, and the whole time a white woman or Asian woman or Hispanic woman was there with him, grinding from the bottom with him. You pick those women up on the way when you get to a certain level of success, because they ain't dealing with you at any other point. Unless you're talking about their version of a hood rat. I don't think I ever seen an Asian hood rat. I think you got to be in Asia to see Asian hood rats. Asian hood rats don't make it to America. See what I'm saying? They don't make it to America. So what you have to understand is this, man. When you say that we should be swirling, as they call it, or dipping outside of our race, man, let me tell you something. What if every black man, okay, let's take dude thoughts. Let's take his outlook. Let's say if 75, 80% of black men say, yeah, I'm going to explore my options. And all of those men end up with a white woman or Asian woman. How long do you think it's going to take for black folks to become extinct? When you niggas go outside your race, man, to make these babies and do all this and create these families, man, you are leading to the genocide of your own race, man. Because your children may still have some black in them. But 4, 5 generations down the line, the black gonna be gone, homie. And where does that leave us? I know. Y'all don't care because y'all ain't gonna be here. Hey man, if it don't make no sense, man, get your punk ass out of here then. You know what I'm saying, nigga? If you ain't make no sense, you ain't had to say that, nigga. You could have just stayed out of here. Get your ass out of here, man. Don't come in here talking no foo-foo crazy talking here, boy. I don't know who you is, nigga. I don't care who you is, but get out of here. This is the thing, man. You have to understand this. When we talk about all of these different aspects of what we should be doing, let me tell you something, man. If black women view, and I hear niggas saying this all the time, if black women view you as dick and money, at least they view you as dick and money that's like them. White women view you as dick and money that's beneath them. Asian women view you as dick and money that's beneath them. When an Asian woman fuck with you, man, she fucking with the help, homie. When a white woman fuck with you, she fucking with the help, unless she's just a peon white woman. If she a peon white woman, if she don't come from no good stock, if she don't come from no money, if you got a white woman that come from money, homie, her family look at you like the help. And deep down inside, she look at your ass like the help. And you can say, but she love me though. How you gonna say she love you when we say women can't love you? See what I'm saying? Let's not flip-flop and bounce all over the place. Ask your boy Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan married to a white woman, man, about 20 years. Guess what happened when he left the league? Listen, man, the boy knees hadn't healed up yet from playing all that basketball. She dipped on it, divorced him, ugly divorce, tried to take him down through there. And she was the one cheated on him. So you have to understand this, man. Let me put China to work in here, man. Put on the clock right quick. All right, I see you in here, China White. See, so when you say this, and this is the thing, we're not, like, black women aren't just limited to America. But when I hear you niggas talk about going out of country, you ain't even trying to go out of country to get black women. You trying to go out of country to get others. Black women are all over the place. So if black women are all over the place, why the hell are you going somewhere trying to get another woman? Instead of going somewhere else, getting a more submissive, more docile black woman who was raised in a patriarchy. See, when I say black women, I'm not just talking about American black women. Yes, I agree with you. A whole lot of great number of a great percentage of black Americanized women are lost to the cause. I understand that. And they're raising their daughters to be lost to the cause as well. That's cool. I'm not limiting this discussion to Americanized black women. See what I'm saying? This discussion goes beyond that. You can't go to too many corners of the globe and not find some black women. And that's the truth of the matter. Hey, yo, this dude here got to go, man. Hey, man, this the wrong platform for you, man. I got to read this to y'all, man. Race has no scientific meaning. Hey, bro, this ain't no science class. See what I'm saying? With that Scientology talk, it don't belong over here. We roll with God over here. We roll with the Most High over here. So that science talk is oppositional to the Most High. And we roll with the Most High over here, homie. So this ain't the channel for you. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go ahead and... Oh, all right. Good looking out, SJ3. I guess I can stop talking. Yeah, SJ3 put that boy out of here, man. SJ3 bounced him right quick. That's how it is, man. Listen, man. This is the thing. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, you ain't got to be here. I guarantee you, man, there are other people on live right now. Gamers love to come on this time of night. So, I mean, hey, man, there's other people on for you to listen to. You ain't got to come in here. My point, John Storm, race has no scientific meaning. Well, why in the hell don't we all look the same, idiot? Boy, ain't making no sense there, man. It's like saying all big cats are the same, tigers and lions are the same. Come on, man. So another thing is this, man, and this is something that I'm gonna have to admit. I'm not saying I haven't dibbled and dabbled with other races of women throughout my lifetime. I'm not saying I haven't dabbled a little bit. And I've had some pretty good experiences, like some pretty good sexual experiences. But let me tell you this. Black women have the best sex because they have the best bodies. And sex is physical for men. Period. I've seen some white girls, man. I've dealt with some white girls with some nice bodies. But when I think about the best body I've seen, it's always on a black girl. When I think about the best ass I've seen, it's always on a black girl. When I think about the best perkiest titties I've seen, it's always on a black girl. When I think about the fullest lips I've ever seen, and for all you men that say white women give better head, no, you're a liar. There are more white women who give head, but they don't give better head because lips are a major part of brain. And if you're telling me that those little thin lips can give you better brain than those big full ones, then you ain't been getting the right brain, homie. You see what I'm saying? That's the bottom line, homie. The real deal is that you can't go wrong physically when it comes to a black woman. Now you may say, but she wear fake hair, she wear all that. Yeah, that's because so many niggas make them believe that white women are more beautiful. When you keep hearing, that's why black men are competing with white men for status. Black men ain't, man, listen, there was a time when black men did their own thing. They wanted to have their own thing, their own communities, their own stores, their own everything. They wanted to have all of their own things. Now, black men pretty much just want to try to compete and get on the level with white men. They want to get as high as they can because they, in their mind, believe that all women want white men more. No, all women don't want white men more. All women want power. And in this particular culture, this society, white men represent power. So it's not that white men themselves as a physical specimen are more desirable, because as far as physicality goes, a well-chiseled black man is the physical desire of all women on the planet. Let me tell you something. One of the most popular, most desired men you've ever seen on television was who? Somebody say it in the chat. Let's see. Y'all just shout out some names. Who do you think is one of the absolutely most desired men ever seen on television? And nobody's going to get it. So I might as well tell you, because nobody's going to get it. I guarantee you, nobody's going to get it. I see Idris, Denzel, probably going to see a bunch of that. Tyson Beckford, Denzel, Boris, Cosby. I don't know about Cosby, man. Cosby had the dope hoes up to hit him. Muhammad Ali, Wesley Snipes, Will Smith, Morris Chestnut. Nah. I'm going to stop y'all right there. And this is crazy. I'm going to tell you who it is. Nah, not Michael Jordan. Billy D. Williams. Kurt Nugent went back. That homie said Billy D. Homie said Billy D. Williams. Yo, Kurt, you gotta be about 72, man. That homie said Billy D. Williams. Yo, I did not see that one coming, bro. I swear I ain't see that one coming. I'm gonna tell you, yo, I'm gonna tell you who it is, man. Shaka Zulu. If you remember the movie Shaka Zulu is widely considered one of the most attractive men to ever be seen on television. Because of the power he represented. And he was lean. and chiseled and tall and dark and well respected by his people. He was a warrior and went to war with people and had, man, listen, let me tell you something. And I'm saying this because I know the response that I watched actually it wasn't a documentary, it was a study. I read a study, man, about women's response to the movie Shaka Zulu. And it was different races of women. Man, they fucking love Shaka Zulu. They love him. Because think about it. Women love tall, dark, handsome. Shaka Zulu is tall, dark. They say he's handsome. And he was a fucking warrior. He was the most powerful man in his area. Men don't even think about that shit. See what I'm saying? Men don't even think about that shit. So physically, there is no man on the planet who's more desirable than the black man. Physically, women want black men, but just physically. You got to get the bank to get with a quality woman outside of your race. A black woman will help your ass grind up from the bottom. Help you grind up from the bottom. Tell me what nigga you know an Asian woman help him grind up from the bottom. You think Russell Simmons would have got Kimora Lee, man, if he wasn't already on? I don't think so. What we have to understand is this, man, as black men, is if black women view you as dick and money, at least they view you as equal footing dick and money. Other races of women view you as dick and money that's beneath them. Beneath them, homie. See, homie say Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White short though. Nigga ain't tall. And just to be perfectly honest with you, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Women prefer lean, not skinny, but they prefer lean. Getting a certain amount of bulk on you, then women like to look at it, but they don't get their panties wet. Lean, chiseled with just normal muscles, normal musculature, that's what get women's panties wet. Trust me, I'm telling you what I know, man. So, peep game on this. Every race has their own women to procreate with. Like, how can you continue? And this fool that was in here, man, I just thought about what he said, man. He don't care if all white people and black people get together and procreate another race, they'll still be human. Man, that dude is a fool. Every race was given their own women to procreate with. That's why there's different races. Why in the hell am I dark and the white man is pale and we supposed to be having the same woman? The bottom line is this, man. You're willing to add to the population of another race, generationally. Just create more of another race. How the hell are you gonna have a dog in it? Man, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, man. Just from the history of this country, I'm not finna give no white woman. Now, Hispanics are something different. Hispanics are one of the tribes of Israel. We're talking about something different. There are 12 tribes of Israel. We're talking something different there. But when we're talking about Asian, white women, Italian women, Russian women, y'all boys crazy, man. Y'all boys crazy. I'm not finna give no woman, man, who can get hair lice. I'm not finna do that. There's something wrong with it. You see, God doesn't condone us as black men engaging with strange women. He doesn't condone it. That's one of the many things that we've done to keep ourselves in this same situation that we're in this particular society. We complain about other races of men coming here and just shooting past us. Well, they give them grants. Shit, we've been here 400-500 years. We shouldn't need no damn grant. We should have our own by now. And see, and this is the thing, man. This is the thing. That's a great question, Undead. I use the term dating out because that's what people call it. I don't even know what the fuck dating is. Be honest with you. I don't know what dating is. I know what online dating is. I've heard of online dating. Online dating is the cold approach without even seeing the damn woman. You know what I'm saying? How in the hell you gonna cold approach her? You don't know if the picture of the woman is really the woman. But that's I digress. That's another story. What I'm saying is this. How is it that you, as a black man, feel like those other women are docile? Let me tell you something about Asian women. Let me tell you something about why they're docile. They're docile because Asian men run a fucking patriarchy. That's why they're docile. They're not just docile because they woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm not gonna fight you anymore. I'm going, no, they're docile because they're from a society that treats them that way. You as a black man don't know how to be a patriarch. You don't know shit about patriarchy. You sitting over here battling the matriarchy. You sitting over here scared to be a man most times. You sitting over here suppressing your manhood because you don't want to be labeled as having toxic masculinity. So you don't know what in the hell to do with an Asian woman. That's why when a black man get an Asian woman, eventually that woman turns just like an American woman on his ass, because a black man has no idea how to keep that patriarchy gator on her neck. Because you ain't never been taught that. Asian men were raised in that environment. See, these are the things that we're talking about. We always talk about, they're submissive and they're docile. To who? I don't know no nigga with no Asian woman. If you put a one in the chat, if you know a man that's married to an Asian woman in America and she's docile like them chicks you see on TV, put a one in the chat. And don't be lying, niggas. Put a one in the chat if you know somebody. If you know a brother that's married, and I ain't talking about no bad looking. I ain't talking about no bitch look like Jackie Chan with a wig on. I'm talking about a bad Asian chick, and he married to her, or she his girl, or whatever. They cohabitate, and she's submissive like that. Wait on him hand and foot. Don't be in no other niggas' faces all the time. Ain't always talking to other men all the time. Being submissive the same way she will be in Asia. When his homies come over, she just dip out the room. Don't come back no more. He got to text the broad and see if she's still alive because she ain't made a peep in there. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you what happened to those Asian women right there. They stay the fuck in Asia. You see what I'm saying? You got to be watching some Asian shit on TV to see those chicks, man. We ain't talking about the chicks at the damn massage parlor. Those chicks turn tricks in there. They give you a happy ending. Those are Asian street hookers, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the same thing as Asian street workers. Those are Asian sex workers, man, working in those fucking those massage parlors and those what they call them, spas. Those aren't the quality Asian women. Most black men in America, they only experience with Asian women's at a damn massage parlor, man, getting, what can I give it, $10? $10? Anything you want. That's what black men are used to, man, in America. The majority of black men who say that Asian women are submissive ain't never dealt with an Asian woman in their fucking life. They have no idea if an Asian woman is submissive or not to a black man. Kamora Lee once submissive to Russ Simmons' ass. She was submissive to Damon Amanju, whatever that motherfucking name is. You know what? Because that boy, that come from Africa. Africans know. And he don't come from Kenya. None of that shit. Nigeria. That boy come from Africa. Them Africans know how to keep that patriarchy intact. That shit don't work for American man, because an American man is soft to women out of the country, man. When you go somewhere like Asia, man, you soft to those women, man. You soft because you from America and you a black man. Everybody around the globe knows how the black man has been played in America. This ain't no shit that we've been keeping to ourselves and people got to come to America to know. Man, our story is renowned. Everyone knows we're God's chosen people except you. You the only one don't know. You the only one don't accept it. Everyone else knows. That's why they look down their noses at us like, damn. Whoa, how the mighty have fallen. Are you niggas gonna get back up? Or are you just gonna sit down there and lay down there and let them keep walking on you? So what you have to understand is this, man. Any woman, no matter how docile she is in her own culture, she's gonna still take 2 inches if you give her ass 1. The problem is, in Asia, they get that 1 inch because they know the ass ain't gonna get now another inch. Black men have always, since I've been alive, black men been given 1 inch, then give up 2, then give up 3, then give up 6, then give up a fucking mile. That's just what black men do in this society. We're taught to give. We're taught to be givers. Look at white men in this society. They ain't giving out number ass whoopings. Look at Asian men in this society. They come all the way from across the other side of the globe and giving number ass whoopings in this country. Look at Hispanic men and giving number ass whoopings in this country. Black men, we giving everything but ass whoopings. We giving our servitude. We giving our love. We giving our support. You know, we giving our consumer finances. We giving everything. We just give. Because compared to the rest of the men in the world, the black man in America is feminine as fuck. Not compared to women, but compared to men in patriarchies, the black man in America is feminine as fuck, man. Listen, how many times you think you finna go to Asia and see a grown-ass Asian man let a young Asian woman talk to him crazy? Shit, probably an old Asian woman. But how many times you think that's gonna happen? How many times you think a grown-ass Asian man gonna show up at a company and he working at the company and there's a young-ass Asian woman, his boss, telling him what the fuck to do and he talking about, yes, ma'am. Black men are the only fools, man, who raise, and poor folks, poor people, other races raise their son to say, yes, ma'am. Black men, the only motherfuckers who raise their son to say, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Revering a woman. It's one thing to love your mama, but to revere your mama, nigga, you're supposed to revere your daddy. How you gonna raise your son to be telling women, yes, ma'am? Putting them on a goddamn pedestal. If you tell me, yes, sir, then tell her, yes, ma'am, boy, you making us equal. What's wrong with you? Don't no other culture do that. So all this kumbaya talk, the majority of black men who talk about how docile women are, they be going to other countries messing with the street workers. The street workers are going to be docile and nice because they just know what you niggas want. They figured it out. Black men been going to other countries for decades. For decades now. They know what you need, black man, because they know what your ass ain't getting when you at home in America. I'm trying to tell you what's real, man. Show me the man that went to Asia or went to anywhere. Shit. Show me the man that went to anywhere and came back with some successful businessman's daughter. That's what the hell I want to see. Man, if you go somewhere as a tourist, they gonna treat your ass nice cause you're a tourist, man. Nigga can't go and think that his life somewhere is gonna be the same as if his ass is a tourist. That shit don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. When you go to the nail shop, or you see your girl at the nail shop, or ask your girl, because I know we probably don't know shit about the nail shop, but ask your girl how many times she done seen a black man come pick up one of them chicks from the nail shop. And sometimes, man, it be some young tenders in the nail shop, man. You know what I'm saying? Be some young tenders in the nail shop. I done passed by some of the motherfuckers, man. There was some young tenders working in there. I'm talking about, man, girl look like they were 18, 19, 20 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty little Asian chicks. I bet ain't no nigga never came up there and scooped them up. You know how a nigga pull up somewhere at a black woman job in his whip, in his fly whip, man. She come out there and jump in the whip, man. He drop the top and peel off. I ain't never seen a brother pick no Asian woman up. You know what, bro? I ain't never seen a nigga pick an Asian woman up from nowhere in America that I done been. And I've been in 32 states, lived in 10, homie. See what I'm saying? Now tell me when you'd have seen that. Yes, they're docile, but they're docile to Asian men. And they're docile to white men. Because the white man is the only man in America who lives under the patriarchal laws. He lives under the patriarchal law. That's why George Bush and then Donald Trump and then Bill Clinton, that's why they all did what the fuck they want to do in the White House. You can say Bill Clinton didn't do that. Man, Bill Clinton was getting brain from an intern inside the White House, homie. It don't get no more gutter than that. George Bush flew over Katrina, flew over New Orleans while people were dying on the street in Katrina. After the flood, after the levee broke in Lake Pontchartrain. People were dying on the streets. Babies were dying. Old folks were dying. People were dying out there. That fool flew over. I think he flew over the second day. He flew over and then went back to the White House. Said, man, we ain't sending nobody down there yet. Enough of them ain't dead yet. And we see what President Trump doing. You know why? Because white men in this country live in a matriarchy. What happened when Obama was in the White House? He ain't do shit but try to go along to get along. When you see all the ruckus and fuss Donald Trump keeping up, when you see all the ruckus and fuss George Bush kept up, when you see all the ruckus and fuss Bill Clinton kept up, man, Bill Clinton was on TV. That nigga, the president of the United States, told me I smoked weed in college, but I didn't inhale. That nigga on David Letterman, man, playing a motherfucking saxophone with the band. Chilling, just like a regular dude. You know why? Because white men are the only men in America who live by patriarchal laws. They're the only ones. And living by patriarchal laws makes you act a certain way with women. The only way you gonna have that outlook of women in this society today, man, is if your ass is raised by pimps. If you're a pimp or you raised by pimps, that's the only way you gonna have that mindset with women. The average man in America does not have that mindset because it's impossible to have that mindset in America when you're raised to have an opposite mindset, man. This shit is the reality of it, man. Another thing is this, man. When you date outside your race, man, it reeks of a desire to be like white men. You chase their dream. You chase their money. You chase their education. And now you want to chase their women too. But guess what? Ain't nothing going to make you more competitive with white men in this country. You can't compete with them in this country. Even if you get $1 million and get you a white woman, guess what? Your ass can still be in the corner and get pulled over by the cops and get shot. So I don't even understand why you would allow yourself to be in a position of being touched by the woman who's created by your enemy, of being touched by the woman who's created for your master, of being touched by the woman who's created by your evil, cruel oppressor, of being touched by the woman of the most unscrupulous character on the planet, a warmonger. And you think the best thing you can do is look at it. And then this is the main thing, man. I think it's a travesty for black men to look at black women and say, yeah, I'm the reason that you think your ass got to look like a white woman or an Asian woman by trying to put their hair in your head. Yeah, I'm the reason that you got to bleach your damn skin because I keep going there with these fair skinned ass women. Yeah, true enough. Yeah. I'm the reason that you're going through all of these things because you don't have any guidance or leadership. And I'm too goddamn weak to assert myself and make your ass get in line. Because let me tell you something. Why is it that, and we talk about this all the time, and I may do a dedicated video to this one. Why is it that we as black men always say, I hear it all the time, well, black women are submissive to white men. They give a white man a submissive. Why? Somebody in the chat tell me, why do black women seem to submit to white men, but they won't submit to your ass? Tell me that. Somebody tell me that. Matter of fact, let's not even worry about it because I already said it. White men make them submit because they don't give them an option. If a woman does not have an option but to submit, her ass is going to submit, man. Period. Power is internal, man. Power is an internal thing. All power is the ability to affect phenomena and make it respond in the desired manner. That's all power is. The more independent approach you take to life, then the more power you amass. Power is about independence. That's all that shit is. Power is about independence. That's why a white man who's successful can present himself as a better option than you as a black man who's going to work, working a job. Let me tell you something. A lot of times, it's happened a lot to white men and black men alike, where your old lady then got fucked by your boss. By your boss. See, it gives a woman a certain outlook on a man when you call him boss. She know what boss is. She know what boss is. Boss is the head fucking honcho. So of course, if you keep referring to some man as head honcho, let's replace the word boss with head honcho. Hey, head honcho, what can I do for you? Oh, you need me to come in? Yes, sir, Mr. Head Honcho. I'll be on in now. And the most men change their whole attitude, their whole speaking language changes when they talk to their head honcho. Now your woman is sitting there looking at that. Black men don't give black women nothing to respect. Black men don't give black women. See, let me tell you something. When you hear black men having a problem with their woman making more money than them, that's because you ain't got your own shit. When you got to think about she got a better job than you, because she make more money than you, it puts you in a position of powerlessness. But if you got your own goddamn business, it don't matter if she make more money than you. You the boss of your shit. Boss beats everything. Boss trumps money. I'm telling you. Boss trumps money. Control trumps money. Control is money. And that's the bottom line. So when you look at the perspective and we tell ourselves that, well, we're going to compete with the swirling black women. Black women are swirling simply because they have better options as far as the shit that women want. Provider. Women want provision first and protection second. And her nature is going to have her being able to get some good dick anyway. Even if her husband ain't serving her right, she can always come find some black man who's going to be willing to be her sloppy second, to be her side dude. Let me tell you something, man. That's another thing. Your willingness to accept any role that a woman gives you. I'm not finna be no side dude for no chick, homie. Ever. I'm never finna be no side dude for no chick. I don't care who she is. I don't care how bad she is. The bitch can be rich. I'm not finna be no side chick for no broad, homie. Ever. No side dude. I'm not finna be no side dude for no broad, homie. If that shit is your mindset, man, you crazy as hell, man. You finna be a side dude for a broad. I wish I would, homie. I wish I would. The bottom line is this right here. When you the boss, women don't even want to know how much money you make. They just assume that you're successful if you're a boss. And if you're a boss, you are successful. You are successful to some extent. If your ass ain't got to work a job no more, it don't even matter how much money you make. You your own boss, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, is just to get to the point where you ain't got to go work for somebody else. Then you worry about building the money up more and more. The goal is to just not have to work for somebody else. I'm not finna be no damn side dude. Yeah, you're right. I did say it right, Casper. I'm not finna be no side chick for no broad, man. But many men will. Many men will be whatever a woman wants them to be. I know men, man, who don't get called by a woman unless she got a duty for their ass to do. Hey, can you come hang this up for me? Hey, can you come kill this snake? Hey, can you come cut the grass? Hey, can you come get this dead fish out the pond? All kind of shit. I know a nigga right now, man, deal with a chick, man, got 2 children, man. Man, he be picking her children up from school for her, homie. But I also know another dude, another homie, who deal with a chick that got 2 kids, man. She can't bring her fucking kids around him. Period. He don't want to see him. He don't even come to her crib. She got to come to his crib. You know what I'm saying? He don't play that, and that's how you got to do it. Hey man, I say this. I say this, and this is the reality of it. If the children ain't yours, that bitch got to work to get your company, man. See, this is the thing. Women have this idea that their children by another man are a positive to bring to a situation with a new man. They have this shit in their head that because they've got children, it's a positive shit to present to another man. How in the hell they figure that? Tell me how in the hell they figure that. Even if you ain't got no children and can't have none, how in the hell they figure that's a positive? That shit is baggage. It's baggage for her and straight trash for you. I never trash bags for you. But they don't want to understand that. And let me tell you why they don't understand that. Because unlike white men, unlike Asian men, unlike African men, unlike Hispanic men, a black man will accept her and those children and treat those children like they fucking belong to him. You can't even man up with your own woman. So how in the hell you gonna go? And she ain't got nothing to judge your ass by but other weak niggas like you. All she got to judge you by is other weak men who don't know how to put her ass in place. Now, what you gonna do with a woman that raised in an environment where men put women in their place all the goddamn time? Women just stay in place. Men ain't even got to put them in place no more. There are consequences and repercussions to talking back, to getting all riled up, to saying whatever the hell you want to say, to standing up to a man, to being in a room full of men, to especially engaging with men and come and say, boy, let me tell you something. In Asia, this shit that go on his Instagram and all that shit, boy, that shit don't go on in Asia. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. There are certain cultures in Africa, man, this Instagram shit don't go on. Shit, and it ain't got to be a major city. Shit, I met a chick from Ghana, man. She had a goddamn child, man. She had a child, man. Her child was 3, man. From the moment she got pregnant, they sent her ass back to the village. She couldn't even live in the city no more, man. They sent her ass back to the village. You know what the village is? The village where you gotta go to the river every morning, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. There are other cultures in this world that look at black men and laugh their ass off. Because men around the world generally consider black men in Africa, black men in Jamaica, black men in the islands, they generally view black men in America as weak. Why? It can't be because of oppression. Hell, Haiti been oppressed. Haiti ain't got right shit. Haiti ain't never been right. It's always some shit going on in Haiti. But Haiti is still a patriarchy. Women don't run shit in Haiti. You see, the reason everyone looks at black men as weaklings is strictly because of the way we deal with our women. And when they see us shunning our women, running away from them, and our complaint is they talk too much, they're too strong, they're too overbearing, they're too non-submissive, they're too combative, they're too adversarial. You know what the other men say? Well, why in the hell won't y'all get him in line? Well, you can't hit him over here. Nigga, you ain't got to hit a woman to get it. You know what? I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, man. I'm going to talk about tomorrow, man. How can black men get black women back in line? Back in their feminine headspace? Because it ain't hard. It ain't hard. The same way we ain't got no option with white women. We think we got options. We ain't got no options. We might be their option. We might be an option for them, but they ain't going to never be our option. Man, listen, if that was our option, then we all be able to just go somewhere in a white club, man, and pull the baddest white chick in there. That ain't how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You go up in the wrong white club, you're liable to have to fight your way out there, joker, or shoot your way out of it. But when we complain that we want other races of women, not because our women aren't the most beautiful women, not because our women don't have the loveliest, sexiest bodies that don't give us the best, wet, warm, dripping, aquafina flow sex we ever had in our lives, not because those big full lips and those deep throats don't give us the type of the toe curling joy of feeling your children being eaten. Let me tell you something. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. We look at the rest of the world. We look at the rest of the world, brothers, and we say that we want to date other women because our women are too fucking strong for us. Think about that. Think about that, man. We say we want to go with other women because our women are too strong for us. What we're saying is we're too weak for our women. We need weaker women. But those women are weak because those men are strong. An Asian woman ain't gonna be submissive to your weak ass. I was listening to home D Sharp show, man. Donovan Sharp, man, got a white girl, man. Got a great show too. I was listening to Donovan Sharp, man, and he had this girl on there. He didn't show her face and then like that, man. He just had her talking. And she just went on a tangent and started trying to overtalk him. He couldn't get her to shut up. He just finally had to say, hey, God damn it, they're talking over me. Shit, that shit ain't gonna work. God damn it, I'm talking. He had to say that shit on air. Because the women don't view black men from that perspective. I don't give a goddamn what girl you get. Because a black man, you gonna let her go with some shit that she can't get away with nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how strict you think you are, no matter how red pill you think you are not raised in a patriarchy. So it does not come natural to you. You have to think about it. You have to listen to her. You have to make sure that you don't let her get away with shit. And somewhere down the lane, you're going to let her get away with some shit. See what I'm saying? Sounded to me like there was one time that, he finally, he might have let her say something a little bit too much one time. And she got on the show, man, did that shit again. I'm telling you, man. So, and this is another thing. And this shit saddens me, man. Think about this. Only black men publicly state that other races of women are better than their own. You ain't never heard a group of white men get on no panel and say Asian women are better than white women. Or say black women are better than white women. Or say Hispanic women are better than white women. You ain't never heard a group of white men say no shit like that. They may complain about their women, but they ain't gonna never get on no platform and let the whole world know that we got the worst women around. We got the worst women. And that all the niggas who started that rhetoric are weak. You can listen to them and you can tell they weak. You can hear the way they talk, they weak. You can hear when they get angry, they're weak. Hell, some of them even effeminate. And yeah, their channels are fun to watch. They're funny, but they're weak. And all they do is tear down black women and blame black women. What other group of men get on a public platform and blame their women for what's wrong with their group, with their race? How fucking weak are we to blame our women for the things that ail us, man? That's crazy, homie. Now let me tell you something. See, I talked about this the other night. China White just said, facts, I'm never saying that about my black kings. You right, BoA. Now see that right there? One of you niggas in here read that and you feel good. Because China White said my black kings. Now, what does she know about you for you to be a king to her? Just because you're a black man don't mean you're a king. But China White, she don't know that. Like, black women just try to give some positive reinforcement to niggas. When they say black kings, they trying to group us all together and give us a positive reinforcement. But we amongst ourselves have to not let that positive reinforcement cause us to put ourselves above where we are. Because if you're weak. You know what I'm saying? If women control you. If you got to be like Sandman and just avoid women because you think you're going to fall in love and shit. And get caught up again and be married again and get all your shit taken again. If that's you. But you also have to understand this. It is up to us to own up to the shit that we're supposed to be. Man, we are God's chosen people. I don't give a damn what. If you don't believe it, man, get your ass out of here. You ain't got to be in here. If you don't believe that, bounce. Because I'm not in the business of trying to convince your ass of that. But we are God's chosen people, man. We are in a situation we're in because of our disobedience to the Most High. And I say to you, why do we continue to be disobedient? Chasing after strange women that don't know shit about us, we don't know about them. Leaving our own women behind. When we leave our women behind, we leave our children behind. Man, you niggas is talking about just leaving our women and children in America. I be hearing that shit. I be hearing these boys say they gonna leave our women and children in America and just leave. What the fuck? That shit don't make no sense. What we gonna do? Man, these boys living in fantasy. I'm telling you what happened. They go on vacation and they believe that if we all move somewhere, it's gonna be like that. No, vacation is contributing to the society, and then we get our ass back to America. We not gonna go unmasked into no goddamn country and say, hey, we all come in here. First of all, we all gotta get dual citizenship before we can stay there. You know what I'm saying? Forever. You gotta just understand, man, shit is not like that. I just don't, when we call ourselves running, like our fucking women and children been through the same shit we been through, man. You know, where they been through the same level of oppression. How in the fuck are we just gonna dip and leave our women and children behind? The next, man, from now on, man, I am watching. And every time I hear a man say that, man, I'm gonna block him. I don't want to support his content. I don't want him to support mine. I can't go for that shit right there. That's real. If we talking about is dating out, selling out, it leads to selling out. The mindset is a sellout mindset. It's a sellout mindset. Because let me tell you something. Any man that's saying he's swearing all black women, man, it's cause he ain't getting no pussy. That's what it is. He ain't getting no pussy, man. If you getting pussy the way you want it, man, you ain't finna swear black women off. You can't. You simply cannot do it. GCLA say there are many black expats. Yeah, there are, but the majority of us still live in America. I'm talking about unmasked in a big ass group like an exodus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. When I say different, I'm talking about as an exodus. You know what I'm saying? Not just a small percentage of us, like, you know, a fucking fraction of us. I'm talking about fucking even half of us. If 50% of the men in America leave, 50% of the black men leave, just all go to one place. Yeah, there are expats living everywhere all over the globe, but I'm talking about fucking, you know, half of us go to one place and just drop down on them and say, hey, we're here. That's some totally different shit. Yeah, I know some expats. We talking about a different ball game now, man. So what we have to understand is this, man. I do believe that when I say dating out, I mean being in relationships. I call it dating out. And maybe I'll change it and put, you know, marrying out is selling out. Yeah, I put marrying out. Marrying out is selling out. That's just the bottom line. I truly believe that we all look the way we look because we're meant to mate with our own fucking women. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And according to the Most High, that's what the hell we're supposed to be doing. If you don't believe it, fine. Man, go sow your royal oats. You know what I'm saying? Go get you every race of woman on the planet if that's what you want to do. I don't care what you do. I'm just opening my mouth, letting the words of the Most High flow through me, man. You ain't got to listen. Because they ain't my words. I ain't going to, listen, I'm not going to get mad if you don't listen to what I'm saying. Because they ain't my words. This comes from the Most High. You got to deal with him if you don't believe it, not me. I could care less. Once I'm done putting it out there, man, my job is done. The rest is up to the Most High and you. You handle that with him. I'm good. All I'm doing is just dropping it out, homie. You know, and think about this. And we don't even think any further than that. Think about what happens to our women and children if we all leave. If so many of us leave, that there is a problem, that it affects the economy, it affects everything, it affects the workforce, it affects the fucking basic jobs and shit. Like when you out in your city and you see some city workers, some municipal workers out fixing a fucking street or patching up a street or doing some landscaping around the city, they be black most times, man. So if 50% of us leave, man, this shit gonna be in an uproar. And you know who they gonna take it out on? Our fucking women and children. And you know the sad thing is, and this is really the sad thing, the majority of niggas wouldn't even care. I hear dudes saying all the time, man, we just leave them behind and never look back. And I say, damn, that shit is crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh yeah, now I agree. You put them to work. You know what I'm saying? If you can put white women to work, for sure. And listen, and I'm not saying you did, hey man, that you can't beat their back out. I'm not saying don't break backs. I'm saying when it come time to, man, procreate. You know what I'm saying? When it come time to leave a legacy, create your next generation, when it come time to settle into a situation where you about to build somebody else's, you know, you got to think about this, man. Her family is affected by your money as well. You come up, everybody's affected. How the hell you gonna be a man that come up, man, and take that shit out of your community and give it to, man, you crazy. It's crazy to me, man. So another thing is this, man. One of the main reasons that black men do this, man, is that they group all black women in a negative box. Like when men say, man, black women are, you know, the this or that, and black women are this or that. Man, you can't group them all in one box, because then you turn around and detest when somebody does that shit to you. If somebody try to group you in, all niggas try to do in America is differentiate themselves from other dudes. From other groups, you try to extract yourself from consideration for any group and do your own thing. So how are you gonna try to group all black women in like that, man? Don't make no sense to me, man. Doesn't make a bit of sense. And the last thing on this list, man, is this. Black women have always been our most staunch supporters. They have always been ready to take the hill and blow up the bunkers with us. They have always been ready to go to war whenever we decide we're going to declare war. You see, the problem is not that black women don't show that level of support, and black women don't hold us down, and black women don't ride with us. It's just that black men don't fight for shit no more. We don't stand up for nothing no more. We don't bond together for nothing no more. Now, when our women have to look at other races of men bonding together, banding together, building, expanding, and they watch us all doing our little old individual thing, that don't make no damn sense. Of course, they gonna start looking at other men. They gonna start looking at other men. Because other men represent power. They represent fight. They represent rights. They represent strength. They represent all the things that we don't represent. And you know what else they represent? They represent camaraderie. You seem crazy as shit if you're against other successful men. And you know, women have a one-track mind of thinking. If we're not together, then we're against one another. There's no individual shit, man. If you're not with me, you're against me. That's the bottom line. And then the thing is, man, you have to understand this. Leaders don't abandon their fucking troops. So any man that's saying, let's just leave our women behind and go to another goddamn place, you go right ahead. Take your punk ass right on. But I tell you who won't be rolling with you. The good Dr. BoA won't be rolling with you. You understand? Because I'm telling you right now, if all of our women are lost, then at least half of us are lost. And I don't know if you might be one of the lost ones. You might be a fucking wolf in sheep clothing, nigga. I say again, if all of our women are lost, then at least half of us are lost. And how do we determine who's lost and who's not lost? We're living in a fucked up mindset as far as black men go. And when other men of other races hear us say how strong our women are, and they're too strong for us, and we can't control them, and we can't deal with them, and they won't listen to us, and they won't submit to us, and they ain't docile enough. And then those same men hear us say, we want to come over there to they women. Let me tell you what Asian men think about an Asian woman with a black man. They think you're going to turn her into the same type of woman you say black women are. Let me tell you what a white man think about you dealing with a white woman. They think you're going to turn her into the same type of woman that you say the black woman is. Because they feel like if you are the toxin, if you can't control your own woman, if you are the poison, that anything a woman does, she can only do what you let her do. So black women are the way they are because we have half influenced and half allowed them to be who the hell they are. LOA is in the building. The Homer Clinks is in the building. See what I'm saying? Niggas is lazy. That's it, man. Boys is lazy. All they think about is trying to figure out a way to run away. Man, this is a fight right here. Our fight is right here. I'm not going nowhere with you dudes, man, if y'all ain't trying to go nowhere based on the word of the Most High. Based on the guidance of the Most High. I'm not going nowhere with you fools. What I look like? I don't even know y'all like that. And if you ain't about that, I ain't going, man. I can't do it. That's bottom line. So, quick recap here, man. Is dating out, selling out? And I give you my opinion on this. I mean, what my answer to this. Number one is the only reason men are dating out is because they're competing with black women swirling. When we say that, there are more black men dating interracially or interracially married or in an interracial relationship than there are black women. I've looked at 5 studies and they all say the same thing. Every group of women other than black women are culturally intact and raised to embrace their beauty. Now, I know some men say, well, white women get tans. Man, let me tell you something. I know you want to convince yourself that white women get tan. White folk want tan because they want to look black. White folk want tan because they want pigmentation on their skin, because the more pigmentation you have, the less likely your ass is to get skin cancer from being in the sun. Our skin soaks up vitamin D and our body absorbs it. Our skin actually absorbs it and uses it. Theirs, not so much. Fuck around, burn up out there. So, black women have the best sex because they have the best bodies. And sex is a physical thing. So I don't understand why. I don't understand it. This whole dating out thing, man, ain't no way in hell you getting physically from no white woman what you get from a black woman. I know you ain't getting it from no Asian woman, because at least some white women have asses. I ain't never seen an Asian woman with a dunk. It ain't got to be one of them big stripper donks. It ain't got to be the 55-inch donk, but I ain't never seen a slim, thick Asian in my life. Yes, I did. Boy, I saw one time, man. I can't remember where I was, man. But she had on a sundress. And I can't remember where I was, man. I can't remember where I was, man. This shit ain't important, so I can't remember. Hadn't thought about that shit until I just said that. I think she must have had some on, like some panties with the butt pass in it though, because Asian women don't be shaped up like that. But if all black men marry out, we'll be extinct in less than 100 years. Like the true black man will be extinct in less than 100 years. Number 5, if black women view you as dick and money, other races of women view you as dick and money that's beneath them on the societal level at least. Number 6, every race was given their own woman to procreate with, but you're willing to add to the population of another race generationally. Come on, man, that shit don't make sense. Number 7, God doesn't condone engaging with strange women. Enough said. Number 8, dating out, marrying out reeks of a desire to be like your master, just like everything else you do. Everything the black man does in this society, man, is to compete with the white man, but you can't compete with him. He's in control. You can't compete with the most powerful individual. You got to take some of the power first. Number 9, only black men publicly state that other races of women are better than their own. Only black men state that. I think that's the worst travesty that I hear, man. Black men stating that in public. Let me see. I don't know. Rick said something. Let's see. You group all black women in a negative box. That's the main reason black men date out, man. Like listen, man. There are some black men who deal with other races of women who only dealt with one black woman their whole life, man. They dealt with one black woman their whole life. And now, oh, Mr. Black women, and then there's some dudes, man, that just don't date black women, man, don't deal with black women because of what somebody else said. You niggas watch too much TV. Watch too many YouTube videos from haters, man. I don't hate black women, man. I love black women. Boy, I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all. Now, am I going to be a sucker for love for a black woman? Hell to the no. You know that. And then, man, let me tell you something. I barely give a woman attention. But when it comes to get my paper to brawl, to tell them all, hell no. In my B-ham draw. You know you detest being grouped in the box, in negative boxes, but you do it to women. I agree, Ajamu Bey. When I looked at the stats, man, I was alarmed at how many more black men there are in interracial relationships than there are black women. That shit ain't even close. It ain't even close. It's so, listen, it's the difference is so alarming. It's such a stark contrast that black men should never speak on black women swirling again. No black man should. I ain't gonna speak on the shit. I ain't never spoke on it. I won't, and I won't. I'll never speak on it. I'm fucking embarrassed that so many niggas are marrying women out. I'm telling you, I'm fucking embarrassed that so many black men have sworn off their own women. And they gloat about the shit. Let me tell you something, and it's real talk. Only a weak man who has dealt with some things from a terrible perspective. If you swear off black women, your ass need counseling. You need counseling, man. Like, you need some fucking mental health. If you need some mental health assistance, man, if you believe that it's logical for you to swear off the woman who looks like you. And don't say it's just American women. You need to be going out of the country, going to other countries, trying to find other women. You don't be trying to go find other black women. And number 11, man, the last thing on this list is leaders do not abandon their troops. Black women are our troops. They are greater supporters historically. Everything that we've gone through, they've gone through to some extent. Some things they've gone through, we didn't even have to go through. So they have been our ride or die forever. So we just gonna leave them behind? Y'all go ahead. I'll stay. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real in the field, man. It's been a real top-notch show, man. It's been top-notch.